Chapter number 3, Science of Plants, Botany. This lesson deals about how the botany had started its life. That is the history of botany, development of botany, and that is origin, development and the scope of botany, up to which extent the plants are there and how they are useful to human beings, and also what is the other economical uses, the characteristic features of the plants are discussed in this lesson. So let's come to the questions. That is first question, the study of non-chlorophyllous heterotrophic organisms. Options: 1. Virology and mycology, 2. Bacteriology and phycology, 3. Lichenology and bryology, 4. Pteridology and mycology. In the given options, so before the options, in the question it is given as non-chlorophyllous and heterotrophic. Non-chlorophyllous and heterotrophic means the organisms which does not have chlorophyll, and when they does not have chlorophyll, they can't perform photosynthesis, and those are they cannot prepare their own food materials. So such organisms are called as heterotrophic organisms. In the given options, virology and mycology. Virology deals about the study of viruses. Mycology deals about study of fungi. Virus and fungi, both of them are non-chlorophyllous and heterotrophic organisms. Second option, bacteriology and phycology. Bacteriology deals about bacteria, whereas phycology deals about algae. Algae are chlorophyllous, photosynthetic and autotrophic organisms. So in the second option, bacteriology is correct, but phycology is incorrect. Third option, lichenology and bryology. Already we discussed in the earlier lesson, that is, lichens is a symbiotic association between an algal member and a fungal member. The algal member is called as phycobiont and the fungal member is called as mycobiont. The study of the lichens is called as lichenology, whereas bryology is a study of bryophytes. Here bryophytes are the first organisms which are established on the land, and these are called as amphibians of the plant kingdom. That is, they have the ability to survive on the land and also in water. So that is one of the most important or special feature exhibited by by the Bryophyta group of plants. And Bryophyta group of plants are having two generations in it. One is gametophytic generation, other is the sporophytic generation. And out of the two generations, gametophyte generation is a dominant stage which is photosynthetic in its nature. So in the given options, that is also wrong. Fourth one, pteridology and mycology. Pteridology deals about pteridophyta group of plants which are considered to be vascular cryptograms, and these are the group of plants which are established completely on the land for the first time. Then these are chlorophyllous and photosynthetic in their nature. And second one is mycology. It deals about the study of fungi. So in the fourth option, pteridophytes are chlorophyllous and autotrophic, whereas the second one, that is fungi, are non-chlorophyllous and heterotrophic. So in the given four options, the first option contains both organisms, that is virology dealing about viruses and mycology dealing about fungi. Both of them are non-chlorophyllous and heterotrophic organisms. So question number 1, the correct answer is 1. Question number 2, choose the correct statement. Here 4 statements are being given. From that, one of the statement is correct. The statements are: spirulina and chlorella are good source of medicines. Second one, antibiotics like penicillin are obtained from fungi. Third one, auxins at a low concentration can induce formation of shoots. Fourth one, coffee and tea are condiments. Okay, from that the correct statements, if you come to the correct statements, spirulina and chlorella are good source of medicines. Actually, spirulina and chlorella are algal members which are rich in proteins. So spirulina and chlorella, as they are rich in proteins, they are used in making single cell proteins, that is, those are called as SCP. Second option, antibiotics like medicine are obtained from fungi. So there are many examples of fungi which are producing antibiotics, and out of that most important one is Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum is a fungi which is producing an antibiotic called as penicillin. Actually, this penicillin was extracted from Penicillium notatum during Second World War, which was one of the best medicine for curing the diseases of many soldiers. Third one, auxins at low concentration can induce the formation of shoots. Auxins are plant growth regulators. These are the one which will induce the formation of roots but not shoots. So as in the option they had given shoots, so that is wrong. Fourth one, coffee and tea are condiments. Those two are not the condiments, so that statement is also wrong. Out of the four given statements, second statement is correct, that is Penicillium notatum is the one which is producing an antibiotic called as penicillin. Question number 2, correct answer is 2. Question number 3, study the following list. List 1, A. Plant physiology, B. Palynology, C. Taxonomy, D. Anatomy. List number 2, 1. Zacharias Johnson, 2. Melvin Calvin, 3. Wodehouse, 4. A.P.T. Candolle, and 5. Malfigi and Grew. So let's come to first, that is list number 1. The first branch is plant physiology. In the second list, the concerned scientists are given there. Out of the four options, there is a scientist called as Melvin Calvin. Melvin Calvin is a scientist who is the person responsible for studying about the C3 cycline plants. That is the intermediate compounds which are formed during the C3 cycle were demonstrated and identified by Melvin Calvin scientists. So that is a photosynthetic process by C3 plants was studied by the scientists. Photosynthesis is a part of plant physiology. So second option is correct for A. B is palynology. Palynology deals about study of all aspects related to pollen grains. That is how the pollen grains are formed and how does the pollen grain is dividing. That is, inside the pollen grain, the nucleus will divide to form vegetative nucleus and the generative nucleus. All the aspects related to the pollen grains, how they are dispersed, all the things are studied in the branch of botany called as palynology. So out of the given options, Wodehouse is a scientist who is concerned with the study of pollen grains. So option is 3. And C is taxonomy. Taxonomy deals about the identification, nomenclature and classification of the plants. So from the given options, A.P.T. Candolle is a scientist who had given the term taxonomy. So he is a scientist who is concerned with taxonomy branch. Then fourth one is anatomy. Inside the plants, the cells are present or tissues are present. There are many types of tissues are there, like parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, xylem and phloem. So these are the examples of various tissues which are present inside the plant body. The study of those tissues is called as histology, and the distribution or the arrangement of these tissues inside the plant body is called as anatomy. That means which tissue is located in which part of the plant body. That is starting from root, stem, flower, fruit, seed, in each and every part, where does these tissues are distributed. That deals about anatomy. So out of the given options, Malfigi and Grew are the scientists who are concerned with the study of anatomy of the plants. So based on the given options that have been given here, A is 2, B is 3, C is 4 and D is 5. So the correct options from the given one are 2. Question number 3, answer is 2. Okay, one more table is given here. Question number 4. Study the following lists. List 1 and list 2. From list 1, A, abscisic acid, that is called as ABA. B is a medicinal plant. C is single cell protein, that is SCP. And D is petroplant Jatropha. In the list 2, 1 Euphorbiaceae, 2 microscopic plant, 3 digitalis, 4 seed development and dormancy, 5 accelerate fruit ripening. So let's come to this one. List 1, abscisic acid. Abscisic acid is one of the plant growth inhibitor. That is, in plants there are plant growth regulators are present. So in that plant growth regulators, there are two further, it have been divided into two further groups. One is plant growth promoters and plant growth inhibitors. Plant growth promoters means which will promote the growth of the plants, and inhibitors means which will inhibit the growth of the plants. As I said, that abscisic acid is considered as a plant growth inhibitor, and this abscisic acid is synthesized in large quantities when the plant is under water stress conditions, and it also show effect on the seed germination and also seed development. That means in the given options it is promoting the dormancy. It is promoting dormancy. That is option number 4. B, medicinal plant. Out of the given options, digitalis is a plant which is having medicinal value. That is, it is used for making many drugs which are useful for human beings. So that is 3. And single cell protein is nothing but there are some unicellular organisms which have which are rich in proteins or which have large quantities of proteins when compared to the Fabaceae family members, and the dried biomass or the fresh biomass of those unicellular organisms are extracted to produce the proteins. So there are many groups of organisms are there, particularly which are belonging to algae, bacteria, and some fungi are there which are useful in making single cell proteins. So from the given options, microscopic plants we can say, that is whatever the options we are saying, algae, bacteria and fungi, most of them, almost all of them are microscopic in their nature. Then petroplant Jatropha. So it is considered to be the one which is economically useful for human beings, that is which is producing the we can say fuel producing component, and that Jatropha plant will belong to Euphorbiaceae family members. That is 1. So from the given options, A, abscisic acid is 4, B, medicinal plant is 3, C, single cell protein is 2, and D, petroplant is 1. So the correct options are 4, 3, 2, 1. Question number 4, correct answer is 4. So question number 5, study the following list. List 1, A, symbiotic plants, B, fossil plants, C, amphibious plants, D, primitive vascular plants. List 2, 1, pteridology, 2, lichenology, 3, mycology, 4, palynology, 5, bryology. So let's come to first A. Okay, symbiotic plants, that is the mutual beneficial association between two different groups of plants or organisms is considered to be as symbiosis. And as in the option it is given as symbiotic plants means the best option that is given the second list 2 is lichenology, because already we studied that lichen is a symbiotic association between an algal member and a fungal member. So A is 2. Then B, fossil plants. B is fossil plants, that is the study of fossils is called as paleobotany. The study of fossils is called as paleobotany, or the study of fossil plants is called as paleobotany. Then C, amphibious plants. So amphibious plants means the plants which have the ability to survive on land and also in water. So already we said that bryophytes are the first plants to establish on the land, but these are not the plants which are completely surviving on the land, so they need water also. That's why we call them as amphibious plants. The study of bryophytes is called as bryology. So the study of amphibious plants is also called as bryology. So C is 5. Then D, primitive vascular plants. Actually, in the evolutionary sequence, the first group of plants are thallophytes, that is algae and fungi. Second one is bryophytes. Third one is pteridophytes. Fourth one is spermatophytes, which includes gymnosperms and also angiosperms. Okay, thallophytes, bryophytes and pteridophytes. These three are non-flowering group of plants, whereas gymnosperms and angiosperms are the flowering plants. Then in the course of evolution, vascular tissue are first observed in pteridophyta group of plants, and we consider them as the first group, so we call them as primitive vascular plants. The primitive vascular plants are pteridophytes, and the study of pteridophytes is called as pteridology. So fourth one is 1. So from the given options, we can say that A is 2, B is 4, C is 5 and D is 1. So question number 5, the correct option is 1. Question number 6, Asherson, Hill, Rubin and Emerson are plant physiologists. Reason, they contributed for the understanding of mechanism of tricarboxylic acid cycle, that is TCA cycle. Okay. Hill, Rubin and Emerson, these are the 3 scientists who contributed for the plant physiology, but these are the scientists who worked on photosynthesis. And Emerson, the 3 scientists. During photosynthesis, 2 steps are there. The first step is called as light reaction and second step is called as carbon dioxide fixation. In the first step, we know that water is oxidized to release oxygen, and here water is a source of oxygen to be released during photosynthesis was explained by Hill and Rubin scientists. And the role of Emerson is, he said that there are 2 photosystems in the photosynthetic process or during the light reaction of photosynthetic process, which are helping in the transfer or which are contributed or which are participating in the electron transport system that leads to the formation of ATP and NADPH2. So the 3 scientists' work is concerned with photosynthesis of plant physiology. Then in the reason statement, it is given that their contribution is regarding TCA cycle, that is tricarboxylic acid cycle. Tricarboxylic acid cycle is one of the step of aerobic respiration. So the work of these 3 scientists is related to plant physiology, that is photosynthesis of plant physiology, but not to the respiration process. So based on the given statements, we can say that A is true and R is false. So question number 6, answer is 3. So question number 7, study the following. So here 4 options have been given. So in the first one, that is electron microscope, ultrastructure of cell and Ruska and Knoll have been given. Option 2, paleobotany, study of pollen grains, FW Wendt. Third, embryology, study of gametophyte, Maheshwari. 4, plant ecology, C4 plants, C4 pathway and Huckel. Let's come to first option. Electron microscope, ultrastructure of cell, Knoll and Ruska. Okay. Knoll and Ruska are the 2 scientists who constructed electron microscope, and electron microscope is useful for study of ultrastructure of a cell. Ultrastructure means each and every details of the cell can be studied, including the cell wall, plasma membrane. Each and every cell organelle can be studied by using the electron microscope. So the given options in the first one, that is electron microscope, ultrastructure of cell and Knoll and Ruska is correct. Second one, paleobotany, study of pollen grains and FW Wendt is given. Paleobotany means the study of plant fossils. but in that it is given as a study of pollen grains. Study of pollen grain is palynology, and F.W. Wendt is a scientist who is concerned with the study of role of auxins. So nowhere the three options are related, so that is incorrect. Third one, embryology, study of gametophyte and Maheshwari. So embryology means all aspects related to the study of embryo, that is starting from microsporogenesis, megasporogenesis, formation of male and female gametes up to formation of embryo is called as embryology. So in that is given as a study of gametophyte means, so it is correctly related to embryology. And Panchanan Maheshwari is most famous Indian embryology scientist. So all the three options that are given are related to one another, so 3 is correct. Fourth one, plant ecology, C4 pathway and Haeckel. Plant ecology means the study of reciprocal relationship between plants and their surroundings is called as plant ecology. And C4 pathway. C4 pathway talks about the carbon dioxide fixation, where the first stable product that is formed is a C4 carbon compound, that is oxaloacetic acid. So it is nowhere related to plant ecology because C4 pathway is a part of photosynthesis, that is plant physiology. Haeckel is a scientist who is concerned with ecology, but here C4 pathway is not related to the other options, so fourth option is also incorrect. So based on the conclusion part, when you come to conclusion part, okay, second one, that is 1 and 2 are correct. Question number 7, the correct answer is 2.